Hi guys, it's Becky from Bex and Books. I'm here today with a book haul for July and I think a bit of the end of June. Since we're approaching the end of July, I thought, well, everybody loves a book haul, so hopefully I'm not going to drag this on for a long time. Let's see how we go. There is a fair few books here from QBD, which is Australia's pretty much a really good top bookshop, great prices. I really enjoy going there. They've got these VIP cards where if you spend 10 purchases, they sort of give you these free money basically over the time of you spending money there with your books. So I mean, that's just a bonus. I just love the prices. I've got a couple of books from a friend of mine, which we actually exchanged books, which was so much fun, and I cannot wait to do it again because her recommendations are pretty amazing. And I've also got Book Depository, which a lot of people have kind of said that I could be their VIP customer because I'm constantly always buying from them. The prices are amazing and it's free shipping. The only problem is it takes a fair bit to get to Australia because we're like way down under, do you know what I mean? But you're welcome for having the song in your head. You know who I'm talking to. But let's begin. I'm sorry for saying too much because that's just something I'm saying. Right. So first up, the books that a friend and I had exchanged with each other, our theme was romance. So I sent a book to her that I felt like she should be introduced to, aka Colleen Hoover, and she sent me a book which she thought I would be interested in, which is When Beauty Tamed the Beast by Eloisa James. Now, I love retellings and everything like that, and this being a romance, I've never actually heard of Eloisa James, but I very much look forward to reading this. I think we will actually be buddy reading this together when our TBR list goes a bit down low, so I don't know much about it except what it says at the back, but it's very intriguing. And she actually sent me a bonus book, which was very much a big surprise, and it's from Stephen King, Mr. Mercedes. Now, I've been hanging out for this book. Every time I went to the shops, I would always get distracted and never ended up buying it. And so she was such a sweetheart and actually gifted it to me. And the second one, or the companion novel, is actually out at, well, now, not at the moment. And I cannot wait to get into it. Stephen King's writing is wordgasm. So his writing is so amazing, and you need to definitely be in the right mindset for Stephen King, I believe, because sometimes you feel like something easygoing, and other times you actually want that mystery and you want those words to grip you and take you on some kind of adventure, which is something that Stephen King does. It chills you to the bone when he's talking about specific things, and it's Stephen King. What more can I say? I really, truly want to read all of his books, or at least most of them in my lifetime, old and new. I do wish I did read his previous ones first, but I have this one. So I also got from Kmart, because Kmart's got some pretty good deals, the complete trilogy of Trial. I actually don't know how to say that, but this is by Amanda Hocking. Now, this I've heard so much about. The cover is gorgeous, and it was such a good special deal for all three books, and makes it look chunky, but considering all three novels are in here, so I cannot wait to get into this. Apparently it's, correct me if I'm wrong, about oh, here we go, changelings. I thought it was like trolls or something, I don't know. I think I might be well off there, but fantasy, I can't go wrong with fantasy. That's kind of a special thing that I love. Now for the books I actually got from QBD. Most of my books here are from QBD. I could probably turn my room into a QBD bookshop if I wanted to. Probably not, because I don't like a lot of people in my room or touching my books. So unless I know if you're good with books, then I'm okay with that. So first up, I actually bought Paper Towns. Now I've read a couple of John Green's books, The Fault in Our Stars and Let It Snow, and I quite enjoyed them. Let It Snow actually had one snippet of his writing in it, so then there was two other authors that wrote the other ones, but I quite enjoyed his writing. He did make me feel emotions and feels, if you know what I mean. So considering the movie's coming out, I look forward to reading this one because that's the movie that's coming out and I'd like to watch the movie. I did hear a lot of things about how most of his characters are actually quite the same, but I will have to read his books and form my own opinion on that because everyone's different. That's how we're unique, but I really look forward to reading this one. I got The Princess Diaries, which is by Meg Cabot, and I have read this one. It was such a good read. I will be doing a wrap-up at the end of the month, and I love the cover on it. I did do this for the TBR takedown, which is actually going on at the moment, but I got this one. So the movie was great and the book was just as good, which was great. The next one I got is actually a chunky one, which is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. And this is by Susanna Clarke, and I love how the cover is so mysterious. It's very intriguing, and I mean there's a crow on it which signifies kind of death or something rather, which it's right on the front there. So I've been wanting to get this book for, well, since I've heard it was coming out, and I kept saying no, next time, and then there was a good deal and I'm like, well, I'm gonna take you home. So I did, and it's here. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but I am reading Outlander at the moment, so that's quite chunky, and I hope to maybe start it next 2 months. So I've heard some good and bad things about it, so we'll see how I go with it. The next one I got from QBD is Off the Page by Jodi Picoult and her daughter Samantha Van Leer. Now this one is very intriguing. I'm disappointed that I didn't get the first one, which was, I think, Between the Lines. Yes, Between the Lines, but apparently you don't really necessarily need to read that. The best thing about these ones is the writing actually is different colours. And I'm not sure if this is to tell the difference between her writing and her daughter's writing, but I'm so looking forward to this. Anything that's very different, I definitely want to read, and this is definitely unique. And hey, you're pulling a prince out of the pages of the book, and come on guys, how many times have we wanted to pull some characters out of that book, whether to beat them up or to love them? Jamie, I want to love, and Umbridge, I want to beat up. Let's get that straight. Not the other way around, please. And the next one from QBD, which is certainly not the last, but Ghost at a Watchman by Harper Lee. I am so excited to read this. Now, I only read To Kill a Mockingbird about a few months ago. I didn't do it for school, so I thought I really am intrigued. I want to read this book. It's I do a classic a month now, so I can go back to, you know, back to old school, back to some classical stories that have captured people's hearts for so many years and still do. And so I decided, hey, that can be one of my classics per month, and now I've fallen in love with that book. Atticus Finch is amazing. The best male character that has pretty much ever been written, and a fatherly role. the message that they were bringing across in that and what he brought to his children's lives were absolutely amazing. So for that kind of makes me probably stay single a little bit longer, because now I'm looking for a man like him with like maybe Professor Snape look, and I don't know, that's what I go for. But this one is hardcover. Let's strip it, not me, the book. And that's so cute. I never actually saw that. So I don't know if it's upside down or not. No, it's not. So there's that. I love Harper Lee's writing, and I mean, this one was apparently meant to be her first book written before it was lost or whatever happened, before she decided, hey, I want to do the point of view of Scout when she was younger. So it would be interesting to see how her writing fared in this book. So hopefully I'll get to that next month, because I really need to read this and see everything what everybody's been saying about this book. I wanted to read it straight away, but I had so many other things to read. Now, oops, I got another book from QBD. I forgot. I have been reading the Sookie Stackhouse series. I am up to the 12th book, the second last book. The series has been amazing. I love Sookie Stackhouse. It's better than the TV show. Little Candace. And I actually have the, I don't know if you can see it like right there. It's the black covers with the TV show characters on it. And I can't find the last 3 books in that cover, which is so frustrating. And I've ended up being like, fine, I am going to get this one because I want to read the next one. And oh yeah, that's not going to be so freaking obvious. Like, that one's only black, this one's just as bright as the sun. But deadlocked. I cannot wait to get back into this. It's something that I've really enjoyed reading. It's something that's fantasy and ooh la la and hot guys, and what more could you want? Now, book Depository. This book here that I have is a book that was recommended by Samantha from Novels and Nonsense. Now, I really loved her reviews on her Arthurian retellings. She has such passion about them, and it's made me want to step into those books and read about them. And I've asked her, I'm like, help me choose one, where should I start, something that's not going to be too overwhelming. And she's kindly told me, she's absolutely amazing, that one, she's kindly told me to start with The Squires Table by Gerald Morris. Now, I'm completely jealous because she actually has the hardcover of this, and the cover is absolutely gorgeous, her one. So I'm very jealous about that. I want it, Sam, if you're watching this. And I cannot wait to actually read this. It's been on my TBR probably a month or something, as normally most of these things are. It's not very big. I hope to get to it next month. I'll probably be doing a TBR for that. But thank you, Sam. I can't wait to start this and see what I think, and then ask you for more recommendations, because your channel is amazing. I will try to link her channel down below, so if you haven't watched her channel yet, I do definitely highly recommend it. And you might even get some behind the scenes of her dogs sort of thing, because her dogs are gorgeous. I mean, like, wow. She's got like 3 of them, correct me if I'm wrong, but yes. Next book I've got is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. Now, I've been meaning to read Neil Gaiman for quite some time, and all his books seem to be pretty big, or well, the books I've seen. So I thought, let's start with something a little bit older work, something a bit shorter. It's a kid's novel, can't go wrong. The cover is pretty cute. And, well, there's this. Hey. And another one I've got was More Weird Things Customers Say in Bookshops by Jen Campbell. Now, these are hilarious little snippets of what people actually say in a bookshop. Like, it's mind-blowing, because you're just like, really like, hey, does Anne Frank have a sequel? I really enjoyed her writing. Anne Frank, honey, seriously, it's a biography. It's something that actually happened to her. So yes, her writing was amazing, because it came from her actual heart and her soul, and that was her. So probably not a sequel. Who knows? She might come back from the dead and write it. God bless her. So it is quite enjoyable, very short, but I've read the first one. I can't wait to read some more, because it's just a laugh, because sometimes that's what you need when you're feeling down. Pick something like that up and have a laugh, because it will really shock you, some of the things. The next one I have is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I actually love this cover. It's the 25th anniversary. So I thought, why not? It's all this Jurassic Park stuff happening. The new movies come out. I love all three of the older ones. Of course, why not read the books? Because that's where it all started. That's where the imagination started. This is what's happening. So, bam, got that. My little tower here. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold all these books up. The next one I got is something that everybody's been raving about, and okay, probably not everyone, because I don't know everyone, but everybody that I've read reviews from, BookTube, whatnot, is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Such a gorgeous cover. Look, there's her legs. Thank God she's wearing shorts. But I look forward to reading this very soon. I believe it's a girl that writes love letters and, well, to all her ex-boyfriends, I guess, and her mum sends the letters off and it escalates, I guess, but apparently it's really funny and I can't wait. And it's pink spine, so yay. Love pink. So next up is The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ardier. I hope I've said that right. This cover is gorgeous. What I've heard about it is gorgeous. I tend to get the hardcovers bought from Book Depository, mainly because the price is amazing and hardcovers are practically extinct in Australia. So there's this, and most of the, the brand new gorgeous covers like this, I have to get in hardcover because they're gorgeous. And bam, look at that girl. Yeah. Gorgeous. Bam chicka wow wow. Yeah. Loving it. Can't even put the jacket back on. No, we're good. We're good. Alright. Sorry. I think you can see my cat in the background. She's going near the book. She knows she's not allowed to. What are you doing, silly? The next books I got are a trilogy. It's the Splintered trilogy. So we got, well, the first one, Splintered. Gorgeous Alice in Wonderland retelling. I have read... Candace, get down! Oh, you're silly. It's an Alice in Wonderland retelling. The cover is gorgeous. I love it. It's by A.G. Howard. She is amazing. She actually says that she got inspired by Alice in Wonderland, the original with Tim Burton's version, and then she just made babies with her imagination, and voila, these are what happened. And it is amazing. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it, everybody has mixed feelings about it. I think go for it and see what you think with the first book, and then see if you want to progress. So there's that one. The second one, which is actually what I am up to, Unhinged, which is gorgeous. It's like a little Mad Hatter thing happening and his little moth thing. I've actually got this also on audiobook, so I haven't updated this. I'm actually reading this for the TBR takedown. I've actually probably up to like chapter 5, and The writing is quite, it's like a different color, so it's so cool. So there's that one, and then the third one ensnared because I need to have the next one, especially if you're left on a cliffhanger for the second one, so that would suck if that happened. So of course, I got to get that, so I did, and it's mine. It's precious. So those are all the books I have. I would actually probably try lift them all up, but I don't want to injure myself, my cat, or my books, so I'm not going to lift them up. But I will say thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. If you like any of the books, let me know of any recommendations or any of the books you've actually read from this pile, and let me know how they went, and then I'll hopefully get to them sooner. I do have nothing else. I'm like, don't know, I'm swimming for something. No. But now it's time for me to actually go and have dinner, because I'm starving. I did this straight after work. I'm surprised you didn't hear my stomach growling. I am now rambling on, but subscribe if you want to check out more of my stuff or the stuff that will happen. But have a good night, good day, good afternoon, good whatever, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.